Right boys, we are back and I'm going to be showing you how to get this Lamborghini. I'm going to show you the AI method, which is basically low cost, how we're doing 20K days with fashion products. That is very cheap content to make. This is the low cost method of how we're doing 20K days and how you're going to get started. We want this Lamborghini, baby. So let's get it. To prove we're doing 20K days, boom, here, $20,000 in a single day. This is a fashion store. We've been doing fashion dropshipping for quite a while now, so this method makes a lot of sense. You'll see the process from start to finish of how we can launch a store low budget using AI and then basically go from there to get to 20K days. There's only one way we're gonna get this Lamborghini, and that is basically following a method that is working. So AI tools, long-term branding, and basically building a store that's gonna compete in a competitive market. E-commerce and dropshipping is very, very competitive nowadays. Because it's such a low barrier to entry model, there's a million people doing it, everyone's doing exactly the same thing. So we need to set ourselves apart. We're going to follow this step-by-step process while including long-term methods to make sure we're profitable as well and we're scaling and beating the competitors. So generally, this is you right now dreaming of the Lamborghini, just like this guy. He's actually made it. So he's actually become successful with dropshipping and he has purchased his own Lamborghini. Also, this equates to all dropshipping as well. You'll be able to use this for one product stores, health products, etc. But I'm basing it for fashion right now. So generally people will build a general fashion store, generally selling like dresses. Everyone loves to sell dresses to Europe. This is quite a big thing. You're basically gonna build a general store selling dresses to a European country or another country, or looking for trending fashion products on Kalo Data. There is basically no USP. So if you wouldn't buy off the website yourself, it's probably not a good website. So you really need to make sure the website is branded, which I'll get into, but this is generally what most people do. They'll make a standard website, shit name, loading it with fashion products, like nothing really screams congruent and the same. Generally, the process is test 5 products a day, spending like $10 to $50 per product on a test, which is again, way too little amount spent on ads. This is not what you want to do. Most of you are ripping ads. Again, if you rip ads, there's no point. You can get your ad account banned, DMCA is probably not going to do well. And if they do well, you're running off borrowed time because 1, you're not doing the creative strategy yourself. It's very important to learn. 2, if your ad account gets shut down, you're pretty screwed. So let's not be ripping ads. I get this question all the time. What's the best way to rip ads? How do I rip ads? Like, just make your own. It's so easy. This is why 90% of people don't make it. Usually at this point as well, you've probably dropped $5K on mentoring and spent $5K on ads. I've seen quite a few examples of this on YouTube now. I would put them in, but I don't want to include people in this. And most of you will quit, which is fine. It means more room for me to scale my brands because less competitors. Like I said, it's a very competitive market. So giving free source away does put everyone at risk. Like there's so many people teaching the game right now. But this is what most people do. It doesn't work. So testing loads of products doesn't work anymore. Ripping ads, way too many issues that can come from it. It can work, but it's just not worth the risk. And you don't need to drop 5K on a course, especially when you're starting out. You can learn most of it on YouTube for free. If you have got a profitable product, work with people because it means you can maximize your profits and scale way faster. We do mentoring with this. We generally work with people who are found a product. Obviously we can do starting, but we obviously generally advise not to. I can get into this later, but it's more of a B2B mentoring service rather than just coaching the random person. My method, what we're going to go through today is long-term branded. Basically, I'm going to tell you how to make this like longer term. This is really fundamental in finding your products as well. So the AI tools and methods I'm going to go through, we'll be able to find the products. Low cost AI momentum start. So you initially want to start with drop shipping, and then once the brand is getting profitable and we have conviction on products, then we can go into doubling down on like content, product development, maybe even ordering stock, turn it into a real brand. This process is basically starting for low cost. So utilizing the tools that are out there to start low cost and probably highly profitable. Some of the ad styles I'm going to talk about are actually like, they're really good and very cheap to make. It's quite funny. A lot of our best performing ads are filmed on an iPhone or just cheap off the cuff. Just had a thought, I was like, oh, we'll film this, and it didn't cost any money, and they're the best performers in that ad account. So sometimes spending money on ads is actually not as good as you think. Like the cheap stuff can actually sometimes do better, and it sometimes often does because it's more authentic. So what we're going to do with our method, we're going to choose an evergreen niche. We're going to go into sub-niching. So we're going to become a specialist in a sub-niche. This has continually worked for me for 5 years now. Multiple brands, I've exited a brand as well. Basically what we're going to do is we choose an evergreen niche like fashion and become a specialist, like for example, Gothic, clothing. This means we are more competitive in a busy market because we're just selling a specific type of product. So this is relevant for anything. So even if you're doing health, if you're selling a specific type of product that solves a specific problem, but there's other brands that are printing, but they sell everything, like this gives you a leg up when you're starting. So we're going to use ChatGPT with subscription prompt for deep research. Basically, we're going to find the tools and website ideas, which I've already done. I've done a deep research. I will show you the prompt. Then we're going to get into making ads. I will explain this, Flare.ai and UGC. And then we're going to spend more money on ads to test it once we know the key pillars and scale up in the USA. Let's get it. So basically the prompt I've used is this. So untapped fashion niches, branded dropshipping research. You are to take the role of an expert branded dropshipping, blah, blah, blah. I want you to find 5 untapped new fashion sub niches. So with this as well, you can change these sorts of words in this prompt. So for example, if you wanted to do a health product or a beauty product, you could say, I want you to find 5 new beauty products that are untapped, and you can change this for how you want it. But this is the base script. For this search, focus on evergreen fashion markets within the US. I've put the USA because the USA is the best market. Ideally, we want to be the best in the USA. You make the most money, it's the least tax. The fashion niche, sub niche must be underrated or underexploited with a saturation level of 4 to 6 out of 10. Some market presence, but not highly saturated. We want market presence because we need proof of concept that these products are selling and the market is buying off this sort of stuff. It means we can just come in and dominate it. Whereas if we join a market where there is people dominating already, it's gonna be very hard. Or we join a market where there is no market and we're trying to start it, again, it'd be very hard. So we wanna go to the sweet spot of, we find brands that are doing well, but they're not doing too well. And we find problems in their brands and we take those problems and make it our strengths. That's how we're gonna scale and compete in the market. That was a good bit of source up. Here is the rest. AOV of $40 to $200. Fashion products can be more expensive than you think, and sometimes selling higher prices is way better, especially with dropshipping. I have a lot of people who come to me and they're like selling their products so cheap. I'm like, literally just add an extra $10 on top and the ROAS usually does way better. Pricing is also branding as well. There's a lot of brands now doing, like, for example, Hills, Iman Gadzhi, like mid-price, like $100, $150 glasses. This is a niche in its own and people are happy to spend that as long as they're higher quality products, which we can get into. So this is pretty much everything we're gonna do. It's gonna find brands for us in these sub niches with a website URL, monthly traffic from SimilarWeb. And I did a deep research. These are the 5 free questions that asked me, specifically US brands. I said, yes, new, any country, but USA is most important, free, any, and this is what it's come up with. So this is the best way to start. So like all the brands I've started, I've found competitors doing okay, but not too good. And we've come in and taken the market. So this is a modest swimwear brand. So the niche is basically modest swimwear. So I'm assuming it's more for bigger people, but it makes a lot of sense, especially in the summer. So basically swimwear for modest people, again, a sub niche of swimwear. Become a specialist in that. Let's have a look at what else it has come up with. ChatGPT is so good for finding products now, and I think it's just going to keep getting better. It's insane. This is quite funny. Someone brought this into one of our coaching calls. I think this is a sick niche. It's basically clothing for elderly people. This is a great niche. It's actually a pretty big gem, this. And this can print because you can really do long copywriting about health, and like your email flows can be very long. You can do very long copywriting to really sell the products. So like there's so many angles you can do for this, and you can start drop shipping this or even buy stock. So this is a really good niche. We might keep this one actually. Before we get into the other niches and using this tool and what we're gonna decide to go with, if you have got a store or you're starting, but you are an actual business, you're starting or scaling, like I said, mentoring is basically worthwhile if you've started and you sort of know what you're doing, like you've done the free research already. So if you're in that position and you're struggling to make it work or scale up, we are a low-key private network with one-to-one mentor, and we have a small team. We literally cannot take on many people per month because it is higher foot one-to-one mentoring. I'm pretty sure our service is up there with the best with dropshipping and branded e-com mentoring. These are the results just posted for the last few days. Verdi, highest ever day, $7.8K. Isaac hit 500,000, so he's been working with us. He's been working with me one-to-one as well. He's at 500,000 in sales, just saying thank you to all the mentors and me. €5,000 day. These are literally all in the past 2 days. $115,000 in a month, last month. €1,000 day, low profits, but still good. $67,000 last month, $677,000 last month. This is one of our mentors. $140,000 last month, £75,000 last month with a 54% subscription rate, which is crazy. $192,000. Again, saying thanks to all the mentors. $133,000, Isaac, pretty good. I don't know what this is, but it's pretty good. And then first 100K month in euros. This is what I'm saying. These results are not a joke. This is why I'm plugging it, because we have a very low-key one-to-one mentoring service. £2,000 in a day. Mark got his mum a car. So if you want that one-to-one mentoring, it is direct one-to-one support. You know where to get help. Low key mentoring, high quality B2B service. If you want to work with us, you can book a call below. Like I said, this is a sick niche. Again, goes into that sub niche. ChatGPT is insane, but you get the picture. So Super Fit Hero. Yeah, so these guys get low to mid traffic, 50 to 200K visits per month. So generally when you're looking at these competitors, it's about $1 to $2 per store visit. So we can just be on the low basis and assume $1. So let's say they're doing 200K per month on the top end of traffic. So I probably think they're around doing $200,000 per month. But in the USA, this is probably a massive niche. Again, it's a great sub niche. So plus size fitness clothing for bigger women in USA. This is again a great niche. So let's say, for example, we're going to take this and this is how we're going to start it. So Shopify theme, we are going to use the Impact theme. It's paid theme, but it's very good. This is the Impact theme. It's very high performance, really good for fashion, good for a lot of niches, to be fair. It's probably one of my favorite themes, especially with a bit of custom coding. Then we are going to use Flare.ai because this tool creates the best product images. So like product images like this. So we can build the website out to a very high standard. Obviously, if you want to learn how to use this, just YouTube video, how to use Flare.ai. But this is so good for creating product images and ad images. And obviously it's super low cost. Try AI fashion for free. Like, it's so good. When you use this AI tool to create images for your website, the website looks very good. So when you're choosing your branding, do black, white, and a brand color. Choose a cool logo, a cool font. Fonts are very important for branding as well. Make sure the name is relevant to the sub niche. So for example, if we're doing Super Fit Hero, something like this for fat people, a name relevant to the thing. And once we have built out our high quality thing, we're also going to use Flare.ai to basically create image ads. So we're going to launch with a CBO on Facebook with AI image ads. So generally buy one, get one free, automated discount, free gift. These are the offers that work very well. You can launch with the AI and go through steady flow. If you want to know how to launch Facebook ads from the beginning, literally the video I did before, I break that down. So you can go through that as well. The video before this one, just go to all my videos and you can see it. Launch with AI image ads. Then your next step, okay, once we've sort of got some data of which product is selling the best, even if it's not profitable, because the most important thing is spending more money and testing it. If we're break even in month one, this is not a bad thing, especially in the USA. So let's say, for example, we've launched a brand similar to this. These leggings for fat people are one of the best sellers. We are gonna double down on this content. So what we would do is we would send the fat people's leggings to UGC creators to film content on their iPhones. In fashion, this is working so well. So we'll show you some examples of this. Novu Collection are doing these sorts of ads. All you need to do is send your product to UGC creators and literally get them to film themselves showing the fit with the iPhone, just standing it. So simple, no music, nothing, and you can film loads of these, okay? That is literally all we need to do. Again, simple iPhone videos. This is Sasha Teresa brand. iPhone videos, UGC creators with the iPhone there, literally just standing in front of the camera, showing off the outfit. This is the process of how we launch with AI, how we scale it. If you want to understand the Facebook ads, go to the previous video. If you want to work with us, book a call below. Peace and love.